Now, no game of the week this week, but I think if we could tab a game as game of the week, there's no way it would be anything other than this. The state semifinal, the Whitmer Panthers, 25-2, number 7 team in the state. They head down to take on Centerville in Dayton. Dayton beating Moeller in double overtime to win a regional final last weekend. You see it on the bracket there. They will get Centerville 8:30 on Saturday at UD. They'll play Ignatius or Hayes, the winner of that one, in the state final. Granted, they get to that point. Obviously, we showed you the dramatic win over Garfield Heights last weekend from Napoleon Jemison. West had 21 points. Leach had 10 and 8 to get them there. This is a team we've talked about all season with more than enough talent to get here. It was, could they continue putting it all together? Could they get over the times when we saw them have maybe poor shot selection that was holding them back a little bit? And here they are, state Final Four.
Yeah, first time since 2012. And who was on that team? Nigel Hayes and Storm Norton, Chris Wormley as well.
Yes.
We were told yesterday that Nigel Hayes got brand new shoes for everybody, for the Whitmer team. And then Storm Norton
bought a bunch of tickets. Yes.
He's Inside Out guest number 1 on Sunday at 8 o'clock. Storm Norton bought tickets for students to head on down to UD. So I love when those are two of the guys that never forget from where they came from. Over and over again, they have responded. And Chris Wormley as well has done the Chris Wormley football camp during the summer. So really appreciate those guys and what they've done for their community and their school, and really partnership and interaction with us at BCSN. So in my opinion, it's rinse and repeat. You know, in the type of games that you would expect to see if Whitmer is going to be in these games, it's going to be about focus, attention to the detail, a mentality of no matter what. No matter what, I got to box out. No matter what, I'm going to play defense from the first minute to the final minute type of thing. They got to get stops on defense, and they're going to have to rebound. When you get to the Final Four in Division I, where you got elite primo athletes from bigger metropolitan areas across the state, St. Ignatius, Cleveland, Delaware, Hayes from outside of Columbus, and then Centerville from the Dayton area, Whitmer from the Toledo area. The fact that you are going to see Division I talent, i.e. Antoine West. And I know we've been pushing for him to have a breakout game. I'd say he did it against St. John's with 33 points, perfect from the free throw line, 14 of 14. Then he backs it up in the regional final with 21 points. So he's showing up and showing out in these games in environments where you're playing in a college gymnasium, college arena. You're going to get that again at University of Dayton Arena. It's going to be the prime time Saturday night. No one's working. You're going to be down there. Everyone can take a look at your matchup and flood the seats there. That's a basketball mecca this week. It's where the first four are for the men's tournament on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then they'll clear it out and then get ready for some high school hoops Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, this is a matchup that Whitmer can win. And Coach Stacy in the post-game celebration locker room after they beat Garfield Heights said, "Hey, you're going to the state Final Four, but we ain't done. But it's not over. We still have more work to do," and that's what they're capable of.
Mike Robb, there's been no bigger proponent on this set, at least, for saying, "Hey, Antoine West, it's time to go. You are a D1 guy. Let's show it." And I think he heard you because he's been going in the regional semis and finals.
Thank you, Antoine. I mean, we've been waiting for this moment, but you know what? That's what it takes sometimes, and again, we talked about the regular season. We know what the regular season means. It's getting out there and getting better. And for some teams, it's preparing and trying different things, trying different lineups, trying to see what works best. So when you get to these points in the season, that you have the depth, you have the lineup, you have the experience of shifting people around. And then you see Antoine Jemison, guys like that, step up and make huge plays late. But for this team here, they're going to have a huge matchup here versus Centerville. Centerville is a tough team that's played against a lot of talented teams. I looked at their roster, and they played Ignatius, and it's a possibility they can have a part 3 versus them, and keeping this there, a part 2 with them. So this is a team that's extremely tough, and I think that if Antoine West and the boys can just stay level-headed, this is a game that they can win. This is a team that's going to go to overtime. They're going to fight and battle and claw. They got a lot of depth, but this is a Antoine West type of season. I smell state championship.